Hello everybody, Ross Madden here with the Truth or Think Tank show. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining me today. We are exposing Rod Rosenstein along with the New York Times, who yesterday dropped a bombshell piece exposing Rod Rosenstein wanted to wiretap the president. He wanted to go into meetings with a secret wire with the president and ask him about the 25th Amendment, which is basically threatening him about impeachment. And he also wanted to do the same thing with members of Trump's cabinet, including Jeff Sessions. This is huge news because this is basically the FBI and the DOJ being exposed as treasonous, straight up against the president, members of the deep state. Rod Rosenstein, in many conservatives' eyes, has committed treason. And that is just big news because Rod Rosenstein is a big deal to the deep state. He's the one that got Robert Mueller his probe. He's the one that's holding a lot of the DOJ deep staters in their positions of power. Without him, I think that we would be able to clean out the swamp very quickly. So, without Rod Rosenstein, the deep state is in big trouble because they're going to start to get prosecuted. So how do we prosecute Rod Rosenstein, I think, is the next question. And the way to do it is with a second special counsel. We need to get to the bottom of what their meeting was all about. What are they really trying to do to President Trump? And it's obvious they're trying to do whatever it takes to impeach him. And we need to do whatever it takes to impeach him. And that includes a second special counsel. When you have a second special counsel, you can raid offices, you can raid homes, you can confiscate computers, you can confiscate cell phones, you can take hard drives, you can look at those devices and get the emails, get the text, you can get everything if you have a second special counsel. Instead of asking and letting them slow walk pieces of information. I mean, they're not even giving us the truth after a year and a half, and then they want to redact it. We need transparency now. We need all of these deep staters' documents that have been connected to their FBI and Department of Justice positions, and also any of their off-site computers and devices. I think that that's in order. I think that we have evidence that they have been using off-site devices to interact in a nefarious but still governmental fashion. So I think we deserve the right to see what's on Comey's personal cell phone and what he texts between him and McCabe when they're not using the above board devices. Now, what does this mean for the 2018 elections? This is huge for voting because voting has a lot to do with the independents, and just having the independents say the question of, could the FBI really be working against the president? Is it really possible that the Department of Justice is trying to impeach President Trump? Maybe the establishment is much more powerful than we thought. Maybe Donald Trump is really fighting against this massive establishment like he says. Maybe the media really is against him 95% like he says. And pretty soon you start to say, you know, Donald Trump seems like the underdog. I think I want to vote against the establishment and for the guy who's trying to fix things. So I think this is shocking information for the average independent voter. The FBI really is working against the president, and this is just damning proof of that. So this is huge for the election. The longer this lasts, the longer this is in the media, the better this looks for President Trump. So we need to keep making reports on this, and as the documents come out, you need to expose each individual in that what they said should become household terms. Like salacious and unverified should be a household term for Comey. There are certain things that are going to come out of these texts that are going to be damning pieces of information, and we should know what they said, word for word, what they were texting between each other. So Rod Rosenstein will probably instantly get canned from this Monday morning, Tuesday, maybe next week. Actually, this is what will probably happen. They will likely open an investigation on Monday. He'll be canned by the end of the week, and Rod Rosenstein's second special counsel, hopefully, but prosecution will begin very shortly afterwards. This is a huge news. This is I'm ecstatic. I run exposethedeepstate.com. The deep state is getting exposed, and I'm so happy. This is time to drain the swamp, and this is my #1 campaign promise for President Trump. So he has just made me the happiest boy in the whole world. I can't wait to update exposethedeepstate.com/RodRosenstein.html. That's all one word, RodRosenstein.html. Exposethedeepstate.com. Give me a visit, and I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoy this news as much as I do. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Ross Madden with the Truther Think Tank.